Hey guys, Johnny here of Crafty Beer Reviews, and today we're going to be discussing some really shitty news. Now, for those of you that clicked on this video, you already know what I'm about to say, but just found out today that Wicked Weed out of Asheville, North Carolina just sold out to Anheuser-Busch. That's right, so yet another awesome brewery has sold out to Anheuser-Busch. This is just... it's a shitty situation, and this one affects me a lot, very close to home. You know, it hits me very personally, so this video is probably going to be a little bit rambly, but I hope that you guys stick through it and, you know, leave me some comments and stuff down below. Let me know your thoughts as well. For me, this was pretty shocking. Me and my wife actually were some of the very first people ever at Wicked Weed. The night they opened, back in 2013, the very first night they opened, me and my wife stood out in line. We were standing out in line with hundreds of other people for probably an hour, hour and a half, just waiting to get in. This place was already so crowded the night that it opened that there was a fire marshal and they were at capacity. So one or two people would exit, one or two people would go in, and that's how it continued. And we got in there, and the beautiful, beautiful building was absolutely incredible. You know, the atmosphere was awesome. The staff were friendly. Hell, the owners were there walking around. They were asking questions about their beer, how you were enjoying it, what did you have, what didn't you try. They dropped us off, you know, various different beers that we hadn't even tried. Full pours, mind you, not little samples, full pours. It was so awesome that me and my wife actually went back the next 2 nights in a row. So we were there the very first 3 nights that Wicked Weed was ever open. So this place has been near and dear to my heart for, almost 5 years now, which is absolutely crazy. But this came out of nowhere to me, because I've even met, you know, Walt and Luke Dickinson, and they're super nice guys, and the other owners, all of them were very passionate. They've always said, we're never going to sell out. Asheville is our home. The community is here. We love, you know, having this independent business and basically growing it, and, you know, we're here to stay, and that's all there is to it, basically. And they always, I mean, countless times, I've heard people who've remarked that have talked to them as well that said, oh, we'll never sell out, we'll never do anything of the sort, you know, people that do that are absolutely out of their minds. And yet, here we are. And then we get some bullshit fucking statement from Walt about how this is going to be great and how partnering with the high end, i.e., you know, AB InBev's craft beer section. And yeah, although they should actually rename it to the Corner of Sellouts is what they should do. But yeah, so this just upset me a lot. I mean, I'm originally from North Carolina, right around the Asheville area, so, you know, I still consider that area to be home for me, and this just, you know, it's something that made me angry, it made me upset, it made me feel betrayed, it made me sad. And, you know, some of you might think it's weird to have such an emotional connection to something like this, but it's something that I'm passionate about, and when you're passionate about something, you develop this emotional connection to it. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, think about your favorite TV show that you watch. You kind of develop this emotional connection to these characters and this show because you're passionate about it. So, you know, passion breeds this real emotional connection, and that's why it stings. It really does sting, guys. I mean, it sucks. I love Wicked Weed, and it really hurts because I was just down in North Carolina recently for my brother's wedding, and we went to the Funkatorium, we went to the original Wicked Weed location right across from the Orange Peel, and it was awesome. Their beers were great, the atmosphere was fun as usual, and we just had an absolute blast. I picked up some Red Angel. It was an absolutely awesome time. But this just makes me sad that I'm never going to be, you know, purchasing any more Wicked Weed beer. Now, a lot of you, even in the craft beer world, do not understand why there's people like me out there that refuse to give money to any of these craft breweries that have sold out to AB InBev. So let me explain it to you. Because there's a lot of people that say, well, as long as the quality's, you know, okay, it stays fine, then there's no reason to worry. As long as, you know, they're expanding, and hey, if they hit my neck of the woods, that's awesome, you know, that's even better. Hey, they're getting more marketing dollars. Hey, this is helping the brand grow, yada, yada, yada. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. The real reason that this scares me so much is because Anheuser-Busch are using acquisitions like this to wreak havoc from the inside. They want to destroy craft beer from within. That's why they're doing this. They're not doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. They're not doing it because they have a passion for beer. They have a passion for money. This is greed. That's all there is to it, guys. And I don't want to hear any of these bullshit arguments in the comments below either. So, because I know there's going to be some negative comments, and you know what? If you're going to be a negative asshole, fine, but just know, I already know you're going to be a negative asshole. So, whatever. But it just stands that they're doing this because, guess what? Then they can start charging $60 for kegs of this beer that normally would have been $120 or more. You know, they're undercutting all these other companies, and that's the reason for these acquisitions. They don't give a shit about the brand. They don't give a shit about the people. They don't give a shit about the craft beer community. They want to destroy the craft beer community because apparently having almost 80%, you know, complete control over beer is just not enough for them. 80% market share, no, that's not good enough. They have to have more because it's all about this, the almighty dollar. So it's just really sad to see one of my favorite breweries, I think one of the hottest American craft breweries out there, between their barrel-aged beers, their sours, everything. I mean, they're just a very quality brewery, and to see this happen, again, it's just very, very shocking and it's sad. And it does really hurt the rest of the craft brewers because Wicked Weed taps and all this stuff, they're going to start showing up. I guarantee you, too, guys, they're going to show up, you know, anywhere that Blue Point, you know, Devil's Backbone, Goose Island, any of these phony imposter craft breweries. They're going to be in all these bars and restaurants on the tap handles. They're going to be in all these grocery stores and all this other stuff. And while some of you might be happy about that, it just sucks because, you know what? At some point, if Wicked Weed really wanted to grow that much and actually start distributing to all these states, down the line, they could have, for sure. However, they've taken this shitty way out, and I don't understand. It really, again, just pisses me off, and I can't believe it's happening. But the reason I would never spend my money is because if I spend my money on these guys, then basically what I'm saying is, hey, you should definitely buy out some more companies, Anheuser-Busch, because obviously I'm just going to keep supporting them no matter what, even if it takes away from truly independent local breweries, you know, because people have X amount of dollars to spend, guys. They're, you know, I mean, most of us aren't millionaires. We can't just buy, you know, thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of beer, and we don't just have unlimited budgeting for this kind of stuff. So if you take your $15 and you buy, you know, 2 6-packs or a 6-pack or a 12-pack or whatever of something that Anheuser-Busch does, it takes away from somebody that actually is an independent company. So it just, it bugs the shit out of me. It really, really annoys me. And so yeah, I don't buy anything that Anheuser-Busch has touched because I don't want to give them money. They want to destroy what we, as craft beer people, are passionate about. And why would we want to support that? Doesn't matter if the beer's good. I'm sure that most of the Wicked Weed beer will be fine, as a matter of fact. Some of it might be even better down the road. Who knows? But I'm not supporting it because this is not something... You know, we vote with our wallets. So I'm voting my wallet. I'm not supporting them whatsoever. And I gotta say, too, this is a rather bold move for them to pull this shit in Asheville, North Carolina. For those of you that are not familiar with the area, Asheville is one of the most fervent, ferociously supportive, aggressively supportive of anything independent, local, you know, anything that is just, yeah, local, independent, and it's there. I mean, Asheville people take that to heart. They love local businesses. They love supporting independent breweries, independent, you know, restaurants, independent anything. So Asheville has a great, great love of this kind of stuff. So for them to be doing this there, I can only imagine. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure that Wicked Weed will still bring in a lot of tourism, but the locals, I think there's going to be a lot of backlash, and that should be interesting to see how it's handled. But yeah, so you guys just sat through my shit. You listened to it. I appreciate it, guys. Leave me your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see you in another video. Hopefully, a more cheery one.